Hello there. Welcome. Make yourself at home. Feel comfortable. Grab a drink. Sit on that favorite part of the couch that you may have. It is now time for Story Time with Tommy. Chapter 1 is entitled Unlucky. It begins like this. A young teenager walked into a pharmacy. He asked the pharmacist to see the condoms that are on sale. The pharmacist explains that they have 3 types. They come in packages of 3, 9, and 12. Pharmacist asked the young teenager which box of condoms would he like. The teenager thinks, ponders for a few seconds, and then explains to the pharmacist, "Tonight, it's a big night for me. I'm going to meet my girlfriend's parents for the very first time. We're going to have dinner. And I feel that once dinner is over and the parents leave for the night, I think that tonight will be the night." The pharmacist explains, Really? The boy, upon further pondering, explains to the pharmacist, "I think it's best if I take the packages of 12, because once we start, she will not be able to resist." He makes the purchase with the pharmacist and leaves the pharmacy and heads back home. Later on that night, he arrives to his girlfriend's parents' home and he's getting ready for dinner. He asks the parents to say a prayer before dinner, and the parents agree. Several minutes later, the young teenager is still praying. The girlfriend whispers into the teenager's ear and explains, "Gee, I never knew that you were so religious." The teenager in return whispers back to the girlfriend and says, "Gee, I never knew that your father was a pharmacist either." Chapter 1. The Tale of the Unlucky Teenager. Chapter 2 is the story of the old man. It begins like this. There was a man who had worked all his life and had saved all the money that he ever had. He was a real miser when it came to his money. He loved money more than just about anything. And just before he died, he said to his wife, "Now listen, when I die, I want you to take all my money and place it in the casket with me. I want to take my money to the afterlife." So he got his wife to promise with all her heart that when he had died, she would put all the money in the casket with him. Well, one day he had died. He was stretched out in the casket. The wife was sitting there in the back, next to her closest friend. When they finished the ceremony, just before the undertakers got ready to close the casket, the wife said, "Wait just a minute." She had a shoebox with her. She came over with the box and placed it in the casket. When the undertakers locked the casket and rolled it away, her friend said, "I hope you weren't crazy enough to put all that money in the casket." She said, "Yes, I promised. I'm a good Christian. I can't lie. I promised him that I was going to put that money in the casket with him." "You mean to tell me that you put every cent of his money in the casket with him?" "I sure did," said the wife. "I got it all together, put it into my account, and wrote him a check." Chapter 2. The Story of the Old Man. That is all the time that we have for now. But until then, keep reading. You're welcome. and it's been your pleasure. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. Story Night with Tommy.